Hey, it's Coach T. This is another one of the Affinity Publisher 2 videos. This is a challenge video, so the expectation here is that you're going to learn by doing a mini project, and you should have watched hopefully the other videos that lead up to this because I will have introduced everything more or less that you need to do in order to complete this project independently. So if you're already feeling comfortable, I don't know what you're going to get out of this video, but if you want to practice the design process with me, then that is exactly what this is for. It'll help check your skills, it'll help you build confidence, and maybe shake out some of the kinks before you get into more complicated stuff. So if you like this head-first approach to learning a piece of software, going one skill at a time, then consider subscribing to the channel, especially if you're an adult learner like me, or you just want to build beautiful things, then come work with me. So here's the project challenge. It's very simple. The last couple have been a little bit on the tricky side just because there's multiple steps, but like the last one, I don't necessarily have a right way to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'll walk you through my design process after I lay the assignment out and I ask you to go do it on your own. So here's what we're doing. You're going to create a 1 or 2 page layout for a local park, and then use layer FX to make the image pop. You can also use columns, which I've shown off a couple times. You can use your text settings. You really do anything that you feel comfortable doing, making a really pretty spread for a local park. And the fun thing about that is it requires you to kind of think about, your local area, but you're already probably an expert in the things that you know, in the area that you live. And if not, you can go research your local area. So I think this is a cool practical project that hopefully you get a whole bunch out of because I had fun making it. So here we go. Pause me and go get a big image of a local park if you can find one, or go take a quick drive and take a little bit of photography with your phone or with your camera, and come back. And what I want you to do is just follow these 2 strictures here: 1 or 2 page layout. Use some layer FX to make that image pop somehow. Okay, pause me. When you come back, I will walk you through my process. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to add 2 pages, and I'm going to stick with a no master page because I don't need the headings and the other stuff for this one. So here we go, 2 pages, and I am going to pull in a picture that I took of our local lake. I'm Coach CNY. We have a lot of lakes in central New York. This one is a picture of Green Lakes, which is, I think it was voted the most blue lake in the country recently. So I want to make sure I get this image set the way I want the image set, and I am paying attention to bleed right now. But within the crop, I want to minimize the sky, I think, in favor of that big blue beautiful lake. And I know we have like the rule of 3s. Let's see if I can. Where's my baseline grid? Show grid, show guides. Well, all right, let's look at the grid. Oh, that's not what I wanted. View, baseline grid. Oops. Huh, okay. I thought there was a way to see the, show grid. There it is. All right, so I can't really, I guess I can't see the rule of 3 on this one. Wireframe pixels right now. No, okay, I guess not. I don't want to see the grid. Yeah, so generally you want the center of your image, the center of the viewer's eye right in the middle, right? And you divide everything into 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So this is kind of the prime real estate. But that's okay. So first I want to lock this layer. And then I'm going to create a huge text box here. It's going to go straight across the 2 pages. And we're going to just type in Green Lakes. And we're going to make this gigantic. Let's try 150 first. That's pretty good, actually. That. And, okay, so here's where we're going to get into some FX. So I have my text layer selected. I can flip back and forth if I wanted. In fact, I might even desaturate this image if I wanted to, or dial it up, but I'm not going to get into that. make sure that your Green Lakes text is selected. Get the box to the point where you can see. And we're going to do, I think first, and this is where it's up to you. We'll do an outer shadow. That's helping it pop a little bit if I turn that radius up. But the intensity also helps. That's the severity of the shadow. So that's a little bit too severe. 50's not too bad. Offset the shadow just a touch. Makes it look like it's popping off the page. And then, let's see. I like that. You dial that intensity up and dial the opacity down. Now it really stands off the page, right? And we could do an outline if we were really concerned about being able to view it, but I think it kind of looks at this, it makes this kind of image look kind of chintzy. And I want to probably have some text over here, but I don't want it to be too big. I think I really want this drawing you in. So we want to have some facts, which I'm going to open up off to the side here, and we'll come back with a couple facts and just leave these over here for the viewer being like the person looking at our poster to imagine. So let's grab some facts about Green Lakes. Okay, so I've got my facts open up on the side from parks.ny.gov. And I think what I want to do really quickly is I'm actually going to define a new heading style very quickly. So we're going to create style based on heading 2. And what I want to do is I want to change the font. And I just want to find something that is kind of inviting, like a come visit font. Like maybe this one, Brush Script M7. And we'll do color. The text fill is going to be, the default fill is going to be, we could do like a pink to offset against that blue and give it a white. We could do a green. I think white is probably the classiest here. So let's do that. And we're going to have to probably change the size settings. Oh, I forgot to rename this. Edit. And we're going to call this the visit heading. There it is. Okay. Did I do it wrong? Oh, I may have renamed the wrong thing. I did rename the wrong thing. Oops. Edit. Visit heading. Okay. And I want that to be way bigger. I want it to be like 50. Let's just test some letters out. Actually, I think I want it to be 75. I want it to be bigger. So, update visit heading. Okay. So we get a visit. It's not really my favorite font for this, but it's doing the job. Maybe 50 was a little bit too big. And we want to top align. And we're going to update this again just to make sure that that sticks in. And actually, that's going to be the edge of what I want to do with that particular text box. And now I'm just going to draw another one down below it. So, and that way, the reason that I would do that, the reason that I would draw one down below is so that I can apply different layer FX, because the FX are applied across the layer. So now I don't want that. I just want to have a body heading with maybe 20-point font, and we'll slap some bullets on it. So we're going to say, come visit 2 beautiful glacier lakes in the heart of NY. Big sandy beaches, perfect for a day out with the family. Well-groomed walking trails with beautiful views. And we'll do come visit a clean, family-friendly campground, and come visit a thriving local community. That sounds nice. I think 20 is maybe a little bit too small for what I'm trying to accomplish, so let's do that. We're going to delete these line breaks that I put in there, and I'm going to increase the paragraph leading a little bit. Well, do I want to do that? No, I don't like the way that's spreading them out. What I'm going to do is go over here to paragraph, and then I will just increase the space directly after each paragraph. There we go. Now, if we turn off our wipers and we just take a look at it, this is a little bit hard to see. So I have two options. I could go to my layer FX, and I could drop shadows. An outer shadow like this, radius, intensity. I don't necessarily like that. I think I would prefer to turn that FX off and put a partially opaque image behind them. That is not partially opaque, that is fully opaque. So I might do something like this, which helps that stand out a little bit, although bright green is probably not the choice we actually want. We probably want a darker color, like a dark blue, something like that. Or maybe, I mean, it's New York, so maybe a really royal blue. So very dark blue to fit New York's blue and gold. And this is a little bit tight to the borders there, so let's drag those out, and we can shift click both to get them right dead smack in the middle. There we go. That's much easier to see now, right? And it still leaves this middle open. It's kind of this inviting line this way to Green Lakes, like come on this way. And we might put maybe park information, because this kind of accidentally became a state document. We might put like park information maybe down here or maybe over here, you know, and really with the goal of keeping it nice and wide open, like it's something you can go explore. So there you go. That is how I might make this 2-page spread to satisfy the needs of our project right here. I keep clicking the wrong window, but 2-page spread for a local park. And we use some layer FX to make this really pop the title, right? That's it, though. It's very simple. Once you start to understand the tools, things can come together very quickly in a very, very pretty way. So if you like this kind of headfirst video, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep producing more challenge and more content videos for things like Python and coding and things like this, Affinity Publisher 2, because I really enjoy learning by teaching. And I am happy to have taught you today. So this is Coach T, and I will see you in the next one.